Hi, how are you? It's Princess Brittany, and welcome back to Solversation Lifestyle. Thank you for checking in with me tonight. Well, today, um, as we are getting, more into the Christmas 2020 holiday season. Um, I wanted to share with you some of my um, winter wellness um, stocking stuffers. That's what I can call them, stocking stuffers. Um, so this is like my winter wellness kit that I use every year for my kids. And this is like the toddler infant version of it. So it works for newborn babies, works very well on newborns um, any time of the year, but especially around the winter, the colder season. The things that I'm about to show you, if used on a regular basis or as needed, and I'll differentiate between the items that are intended to be used on an everyday basis between versus the ones that should be used as needed. Um, and so the idea is to boost immunity and like make sure that the kids reach optimum health as early as possible. And I have to say that one of the best ways to do that, which is something that I've always been very disciplined about, is breastfeeding. And I think that's like a whole nother video and topic and everything, but just in general, I've always breastfed my children, and I've seen the benefits for them as far as our bond is concerned, as far as their health is concerned, their intelligence, although I happen to think that they just get that from their mother being smart kids. Um, but breastfeeding has so many tremendous benefits, and I understand that there's a lot of pressure to breastfeed. Um, and some women just don't have the time or the energy or the discipline that it takes because breastfeeding can be a full-time job. It really is. It's like you have to make sure that you eat enough to sustain your milk as well as energy for yourself, as well as healing postpartum. Um, and it can be painful for some women who do not have a tolerance for the feeling of contractions that breastfeeding brings back automatically after giving birth. It's like already hard enough to give birth and have those contractions during labor, but if you breastfeed, you will notice that you get contractions all over again. But here is a plus for mommies who breastfeed, right? Check this out. Everything is about perspective. So breastfeeding technically is like an all natural version of free liposuction. Why is that? Because when you breastfeed, your abdominal muscles contract and the baby kind of just basically sucks out all the fat. And the baby gets all the nutrients, and your body sends the signals that it needs to get rid of everything else that you don't need, and it keeps all the good stuff for you and the baby. So it helps to, you know, bounce back to your pre-baby body like so much quicker when you're consistent with it. And so there's so many things that come along with breastfeeding that I can talk about in another video, but that is one of the main things that I would recommend for any mother trying to create optimum wellness for their baby. Breastfeed, breastfeed, breastfeed. I don't care how much it hurts. I don't care how tired you are. So one thing that I've always done is I set my alarm on my phone so that it goes off every 2 hours. So I know to breastfeed and to pump. And sometimes I'll do it simultaneously. Sometimes I'll breastfeed naturally, with one nipple, and then pump with the other nipple, because what you notice when you're breastfeeding is that when the baby is drinking, the other, what they do is called let down, the other nipple will let down milk. And so why let that go in a, absorbent cloth pad for your boob when you could just, hey, pump that milk? So that is one thing that I like to do, is, besides feeding my baby every 2 hours, I pump milk. And I pump milk also sometimes in between feedings, because the more milk you pump, the more milk you produce. So yeah, that is my tip for new mothers or mothers who have had kids before but you didn't breastfeed. Breastfeed, because you will see the health benefits in your children. And so I'm going to just get straight to some of the products in my winter wellness kit for babies and toddlers. And this works for newborns and toddlers. It's just different dosage depending on the age. So this is a multivitamin with iron. It's an all-natural organic form by Zarbee's. And this is, let's see, this contains 9 essential vitamins, including A, C, D, and iron. Iron is really important for newborn babies. So this is one that I have been using for several years, and I just keep buying it. I have to have it. Alrighty, let's see what else there is. And yeah, so the thing about this that I should share is that the serving size, is it, let's see, it is different for, make sure you read the label, because it's different for infants up to, I was trying to see, up to 4 years, if it's different for them if they're like just a couple of months. So no, this can start, you can start using this at birth, and which is usually what I do. And you can put it in the milk. You can just drop the droplets in the milk, or to make sure that the baby gets the whole thing, you can give them the droplets straight out of the syringe that comes in the box. Bradley loves these. Excuse me, I've got a cold in here. Y'all have these hot flashes, and I got a little too cold. So yeah, Bradley loves this. His vitamins. This is Zarbee's Soothing Chest Rub with eucalyptus, lavender, and beeswax. This you can start using at 2 months. It's petroleum and menthol free. It's pediatrician recommended. I prefer to use this over, what is it called? Vicks. This is, to me, this is better than Vicks, because Vicks has petroleum in it. And this is made out of eucalyptus, lavender, and beeswax, like I said before. So this is a more natural version of the Vicks Vapor Rub, and you can use it as needed. This is not something that has to be used on a regular basis, but if you feel like your baby is like a little bit stuffy or a little bit congested, you could put it on the chest. Or also what I like to do sometimes is put a little bit under the nose for my baby, and like right around here on the bridge of the nose, and then they just inhale all of the goodness and feel so much better afterwards. This is an immune support and vitamins supplement. So this is also a pediatrician recommended product. So this is basically like in addition to the vitamins. It's not just a regular vitamin. So this would basically be like you would use them together. Immune support and this. This is a product that would typically only be used during the winter holidays, because babies don't really need it. They don't really need it during the summertime. So yeah, this is just really something that is just like, I would say right around fall would be a good time to use this, from fall until like February. And it's just good to make sure that your baby has the immune boost that they need to stay healthy through the cold and windy season. So let's talk about if your baby gets the sniffles. Whenever my child or children, and these are products I've been using for several years now, they're a little bit hard to find and they're a little bit expensive. But they're totally worth every penny. And I don't typically use stuff like over the counter, like out of the drugstore for my kids. This type of stuff, you have to order it. And the thing about it is, because a lot of that stuff has kind of like side effects for long-term usage, or it's just, I don't like the artificial ingredients, and I don't feel like it really ever cures the problem, whatever's going on, if there's something wrong. You know, my kids rarely ever get sick, but once in a while they might get the sniffles. So if they do get the sniffles, I kind of focus on natural products instead of, like over-the-counter medications. And one thing that I will not hesitate to give them over-the-counter medication for is a fever, something like that. Then it's like, okay, fever-reducing medication, which would be like, a Tylenol or Motrin, which is rare. My kids don't really get sick. So I thank God for that. Thank you, Lord. And I think a lot of that has to do with breastfeeding. I haven't been sick in about 11 years. I haven't even caught a cold, maybe 12 years. So if ever they get the sniffles, or just to make sure that, once again, I give them a little immune boost, this is a breathe-free chest rub with shea butter and calendula. It's made by Shea Moisture. It's eucalyptus and African water mint baby chest rub to soothe and ease any like congestion or allergies or something like that. This works very well. Bradley loves this. So, and it smells really good too. I really like the way it smells. So something else that really works well for Bradley, this, if they have a stuffy nose, this is so cool, right? It's got an amazing smell to it also. Like, it smells really good, and Bradley likes it. So this is, a baby can start using this at 6 months, and it works great for toddlers also. It's made by Oil Logic, and it's a stuffy nose and cough oil, combination of oils for, like I said, stuffy nose and coughing. So this is a great product to just keep in your baby bag. This is my go-to product for when we're on the go. And I keep this in the baby bag, and it really has a natural healing attribute to it. So we're almost down to our last two products. Hey, it's not a lot of stuff, but the thing about it is, if you use these and you use them as directed and you use them safely, it will boost your child's immunity. I'm telling you. Okay, so look, this is a vitamin D supplement, and it is, once again, pediatrician recommended, and it's essential for breastfed infants. Okay, so this is vitamin D, and especially right now, babies need their vitamin D. Okay, this is one thing where adults need their vitamin D too. This is one thing where I haven't really heard a lot about it on the news, but I have heard from like highly credible doctors that this is the best way to boost immunity against the coronavirus. Vitamin D. So this is something that I also give my babies from birth. Now, this is one of my favorite little bath soaks. And it is a stuffy nose and cough essential soak for babies who are 6 months and older. It naturally soothes with a blend of essential oils, Epsom salt, and baking soda. This, I say, don't wait until your baby gets sick to use this. This is a great immune booster to use on a regular basis. And I would say if your baby is not sick, I would say use it once or twice a week in the winter months, because that gives it, it's a vapor bath, all natural. It's just like, you know, if you're going to treat your baby to a spa-like experience at bath time. Why not? Your kids deserve the best, right? I know mine do. I spoil my children with, you know, I love finding really nice, effective, natural, awesome products that will help them relax, you know, and kind of like soothe them. This also comes in a lavender version, which I need to purchase, but use it. Use it. You won't regret it. I keep like a bunch of these because I never want to run out. And yeah, so that is my winter wellness kit for newborns and toddlers. And I hope that this was an informative video for all the mothers and fathers out there trying to keep their children safe and healthy during the, you know, holiday season. And check back in with me tomorrow because I will have another video on my Princess Beauty Secrets for curly hair kids. And even if your baby doesn't have curly hair, you know, it's hair care tips for the winter for children of all different hair types. So yeah, please feel free to tune into that. So yeah, just leave your comments below and let me know what you think. If you've tried any of these products, if they work for you, maybe compare and contrast to something else that works awesome as well. I just like to get the feedback, and I like to know what you think about these products because I am a natural mama when it comes to raising my children, and it works. Okay, I'm telling you, it works. Trust me, I wouldn't spend money on all of these things if it didn't work. And when I say I spend money on it, like I keep it stocked. Like, you know, especially this time of year, I'm probably gonna buy like 2 of everything all over again. I just like to have it stocked up. And I think I'm also going to do a video at some point about like the basics for basic essentials for you know, like a newborn baby. Since, well, I'm pregnant. I'm so happy about that. So I think I'm gonna go down that checklist and do a little video and kind of share some of the things that I have gathered for my newborn, because kids at all stages always need something. They always need something, and it's just a blessing to be able to provide and love and nurture them. So yeah, just let me know what you think, if you tried it, if you have any feedback, how your baby responds. Toddlers love this stuff, and just, you know, in the meantime, don't let the Grinch steal your Christmas joy. Alrighty, yeah, be well, stay healthy, happy, and have a holly jolly Christmas. Ciao.